What up, what up? Today in 5 minutes of finance, I want to share a process idea or a process that we should have. I fully believe that we should have processes for every type of deal, including just a normal finance deal, a cash deal, and a cash deal being outside financing or any other way that they're not paying or financing with us in the dealership. And we also need to have a remote deal process. And I know a lot of us, if we asked our finance team, they would say, yeah, we've got a process. This is what we do. We get the deal, we call the customer, we verify the information, and then we might pitch them a product or two from our menu, or maybe we go through our whole menu. Those might be the similar type of processes that you hear when you hear remote deal process. Well, this is the way that it should look. So a remote deal process starts with the sales manager when they start delivering the numbers or the pencil with the salesperson. The finance manager needs to be involved with that, not fully delivering the pencil, but at least needs to be involved with the customer interaction. We need to know, hey, this customer's got X amount of dollars that they're paying through cash, that they're going to finance through their own lender, that they're going to finance with us. How are they doing the deal remote? I know that sounds simple, but a lot of the times it's not discussed because it's a remote deal, and finance might take care of how they're going to pay for it. So make sure at the sales tower, the sales managers, that we fully communicate with finance what this deal is going to be or what it tends to look like, so that we're in the process to begin with. So when the deal is closed and the salesperson brings it to finance needs to reach out to that customer. I prefer video, so I say send a quick 10 to 15 second video introducing yourself to that customer and just telling them that you're the F&I person, that you wanted to verify their information. And you can always leverage that, hey, we need to jump on a video call because obviously with all the fraud going around, with it being remote and you're not in the dealership, the bank is going to require us to verify your identification. And no customer is going to tell you, no, I'm not going to jump on a video. No, I'm not going to jump on a Zoom or a FaceTime. And if they do, then we pivot, we roll, and we just do it the normal way. But to start with the process, to a perfect process, I think we need to get them on a FaceTime or a Zoom call and make sure to introduce ourselves and say, hey, look, this is the process. This is how we're going to do it. So the first part would be sending them a video, sending them a call, introducing yourself, and then saying, hey, can we jump on a FaceTime or a Zoom call, and make sure that your finance people know how to access Zoom, know how to access FaceTime. I know it sounds crazy, but I was locked in a box for 6 years, and when I jumped out with Glenn on this 800% journey, I didn't even know how to start a Zoom meeting. So make sure that they've got Zoom cameras and they've got Zoom logins to make this easy when you introduce this to them. So when the customer says, okay, yeah, let's jump on a Zoom call, I'm available for 10 to 15 minutes in the next hour, we go ahead and knock it out. We get them on the Zoom call. And not only do we go over the information first, we say, this is your name, this is your address, this is what the deal structure looks like, but I'm also going to present products, and I'm not just going to do it verbally. I'm going to send my menu or my presentation through email, through text, and I'm going to present it on the Zoom screen. That's why it's so important. You can also present on FaceTime if they do have an iPhone. You can present your screen and share your screen and have a menu already on your photo album so that you can do it pretty easy, and they can see it and go through it with you. Now, the key on remote deliveries is the time that we have, the attention span of the customer is a lot lower because they're not in the office. We don't have as much control. So we need to teach our F&I people 3 to 5 minutes. We need to have a shorter process. We need to have a shorter presentation, more concise, right to the point, hitting the value points more. And what I mean by that is not just reading the contracts, not just line by line what it's going to cover, but painting a value point or painting a picture for that customer so that way they understand how they might be able to utilize that when they purchase the car. So again, it's going to have to be a shorter delivery than when they're right in front of you. We don't have that 8 to 15 minute window. We've got a 3 to 5 minutes. So we have to shorten it up, make it to the point, and hit their value points. After you're done presenting, we need to make sure to button it up, close the deal, make sure that everything's in line, and just close it like a normal deal. Make sure that we DocuSign, e-sign, present menu however we're supposed to be doing it, whether that be on the computer, whether that be through the tablet, whether that be just sending them the documents, whatever way that your dealership does it. Make sure that we are compliant and go through every step that we should, just like on a normal deal. The remote deal is no different. It's just going to be less time, it's going to be more value points, and we have to be creative with our delivery, like our videos, our Zoom calls, getting in front of them. Obviously, we know that we're going to be more profitable if we're able to get in front of that customer. So those are some ways that you can elevate your remote delivery process. As we continue to grow in the automotive industry and time goes by, we're going to get more of these. It's not going to be something that goes away. And You know as well as I know, remote deliveries right now, if we separated it from our numbers right now, they're going to be the lower of the two, in-person and remote deliveries. They're going to be lower than our normal deals. So how can we find areas of opportunity, create uniqueness, and make that customer experience elevated so that we can actually get more profit on those deals? So lock in on the processes, and specifically today, we're talking about remote deliveries. So make sure that we know step by step, not only the finance person knows it, but BDC, sales managers, the sales team, everyone involved has to be held accountable, and us as the finance person, we're the backstop and the people that will hold them accountable.